Good evening, everybody. You've got LongwoodGeek here, and we're going to be doing some game library stuff because I want to take a look. We'll show you some of the stuff I've got digitally and kind of go through and see what I'm going to be playing.
That is good to know.
So I hope everybody's having a wonderful evening so far. If you hear another voice in the background, that is the ineffable Puck streaming as well, where I actually have a dual stream up at the same time. They have a stream, I have a stream. They're hogging the bandwidth, but that's okay.
Excuse me, you're the one hogging the bandwidth. I'm in the red again. Now I'm in the green.
Yeah.
You're hogging.
Yeah, I was about to say, if you start dropping a lot of frames, let me know, because we may have to just stop your stream, adjust the settings, and start it again.
Let me go on and do that, because I keep dipping into the red.
Okay.
Everybody, I will be back momentarily. I just have to tweak a few things on my end, so sit tight.
Alright. Let me get to the mouse real quick. Actually, I need the keyboard. Or need a keyboard. For some of it.
Okay. Type NCJS?
No, you don't run it from there, remember? You gotta go to the downloads folder. Or your programs folder on the D drive.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
I should just make a thing on the
Desktop. Yeah, probably not a bad idea. Alright, let me take over and you're gonna throw on this side.
Okay.
This should be fairly quick. So what I need to do is go under settings. Actually, adjust this slightly. So what we need to do is go to stream. Okay, that's good. Output. Oh, okay. So yeah, that's why video. What are you? Okay, good. 720p, 60. So let's go back under output. And good lord. Let's do
4, 5,
3500 audio, 192, slightly better quality audio.
Okay.
Oh, audio bitrate is 160. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know that's the upper limit. Okay. Then advanced, dynamically change bitrate, enable new network code, low latency mode. Perfect. This is why next time I want to go over the settings before we do anything. Yeah.
Okay.
See, part of the issue right now is too is I can't see the. Pull out a. Okay. So start streaming.
We're in the green, so we should be good to go.
And you're live again, by the way.
Hi again.
Okay, so let's close.
This is the partner, boyfriend.
Yeah, so now both of us combined should not max out above 8K, so that gives us about a 2K buffer if our internet's having issues.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Now, have fun.
Okay, I have fun. What's fun?
Yeah, I know not what this fun thing is.
Okay.
Okay.
So.
Alright, we're back.
Hear me. I just dropped it to the red again.
Give it a second. Did you drop frames?
No.
Then don't worry about it. If you start dropping frames, be worried.
Then worry about it. Okay.
Yes.
I'm still kind of.
Well, and I hope they start offering an enhanced bitrate soon for us. And it may be partly your computer too, because we may have to turn off low latency mode if it starts dropping a lot. It shouldn't, but.
I'm going to pretend I know what that is and just smile and nod.
Yep. Smile and nod, boys. Smile and nod.
We need to bring the penguins in here.
Yeah, we should probably set the waddle up between us.
We totally should. Or, like, go wall to wall with them. That way everybody can just stare at them and they're not staring into our souls while we're trying to sleep.
Exactly.
Of course, some of us have more of a soul than others. Alright, let's go find this last dragon.
Yes, we don't want it to drag on too much.
Oh my god. Stop. Not the penguins. Yes, the penguin army.
Yeah, it's a pretty big army.
Respect the penguins.
It's a big army.
Cute and like fishies.
Fishies or beeshies?
Delicious fishes.
Ah, but not beeshies.
But what if I don't want to rescue 10 dragons to fly to a new world? What if I just want to, like, rescue the 4 and, like, we have our nice little dragon family and the other ones are just on their own until another little purple dragon is born. Let me in! Let me in! Oh, wait a second. Do I have to attack this?
All right, so guys, I actually have quite a few digital games that are up and running or available on my Steam, and there's some that I've got in case you're wondering, I have categories because anal retentive, me, never.
What? I heard you an anal.
Anal retentive.
I stand by my message.
Yeah, I know. I'm a pain in the butt. So anyways, I actually have about 300 and some odd games on Steam. And so, yeah, what can I say? It's a lot of games. Anyways, so...
You must rescue all the dragons. I'm a baby dragon! Why can't you? Oh.
So basically, I'm going to go through here, and we're going to take a look at some of the categories I have and the games that I would like to play, and probably going to pick one to get started tonight. I actually have several different digital game libraries. I have everything from Epic to Steam to GOG to Twitch to Origin. If you name a streaming service, including Xbox, I have it because I'm weird that way. Anywho, so, yep, I even have Bethesda's launcher, which I uninstalled Fallout 76.
What is wrong with your face?
I'm sorry, honey. Do I need to go, like...
Not you. No, Sparks. Like, they changed his design, and now he just looks so derpy. He's not adorable. He's a thing of nightmares.
So, if you name it, including PS4 and Xbox, which are playable on my computer as well. So, streaming them is going to be a little bit easier than I had once thought. Because I am a thought.
Oh. The sheep was naked. I ate a naked sheep. There's the other one.
You ate a naked sheep.
I made a naked sheep. I set it on fire and suddenly all of its wool disappeared. He's cute.
So, one of the things that I'm looking at, guys, is I have an entire area called Investigate. And these are games that I'm debating whether or not I want to try to play them. And there's some I know I'm going to take out of here because I've looked at the reviews on some of them. Somehow I ended up with some games that are apparently crappy. Some of them I got free, others I didn't. But I've actually got quite a few games that I want to pick some to play on stream. My goal is to basically get to where I'm streaming 2 hours a day, every day, Monday through Friday. So every night I'll stream 2 to 3 hours. And then the other thing I want to do is stream on the weekends 6 to 8 hours each day, or longer, depending on the weekend. And the idea is my YouTube schedule, I want to be uploading 4 30-minute videos a day. 2 multiplayer based videos, like Escape from Tarkov, TF2, stuff like that. And then I also want to upload 2 half-hour videos of a single-player game that I'm playing. Right now, it's finally finished uploading on my YouTube the Outer Worlds gameplay that I've done, and I need to actually continue on with that. I might play that tonight. But yeah, so I want to set my schedule up in such a way that people can actually follow me consistently, and I'll be streaming on streaming and releasing on a consistent schedule. So with that in mind, guys, so I've got a bunch of games already installed, and then I have a bunch more that I can install. And one here in particular is really kind of cool. A while back, I was looking for, I was browsing what you could do with the Steel Battalion controller on the original Xbox. Turns out there's a way, and the guy's written a driver for it, where you can actually take your Steel Battalion controller and get it plugged into your PC and play some games with it. And so one of the game that he made, the reason he wrote it is because he was making a game called BH Trials, which actually stands for Backhoe Trials. And so you can actually play this game using your Steel Battalion controller, which is really kind of cool. some reason it's still not showing my mouse cursor. So one of the things I want to do is I'm going to get the controller up and running soon because I really want to sit here and actually try it and beta this guy's game for him. So this is one that I know it's going to be streamed. But when it comes to the others, I'm debating what you guys would be interested in seeing on my channel. I prefer role-playing games, but I also do enjoy strategy games, some visual novels, hacking-based games, and I mean, I love games of all genres. So, games of all, I don't say genres because that usually means like RPG or strategy, games of all backgrounds and settings. There are a few that I will probably never play again, and I've got 27 of those. Now, most of the reason that I won't play these again is, in a couple of cases, they're games I got that I'm not interested in. They're older games like Arma 2. Or like original editions of some games like Company of Heroes and Company of Heroes 2. And then there's some like that would just their development ceased, like Hero Song, rest in peace Hero Song. I'll never play Postal, at least definitely not on stream, not my kind of game. And then like Rage, I got part of the way through it and just wait, what?
Oh god.
A game?
It's
what?
been years. Okay, so where I live, we have this
Let's
little
see. And then like old versions, you know, I've got Deus Ex Human Revolution, Sins of the Solar Empire. And I say, well, actually, let me create a new collection. Development ceased. So, for instance, Space DF9 was released as a full game and is playable, but it's never going to be updated.
So I picked it up, played it.
Got
pretty far in it.
Let's see. Probably won't play again. And so that's like Hero Song. And then there's one like the original Dawn of War for Warhammer 40k. Not a game that I don't particularly care for that form of the single player. I actually really enjoy personally the squad based and not just the cranking out units. So, and if I remember correctly, Sci-Fi games, Aegis was another one that was like that. But as you can see, when I say I'm anal retentive, I'm anal retentive. I have got categories for pretty much everything. It's interesting, like the Oh Dear God Why. I still have Brink from when Brink came out about 2010 to 2011. Believe it or not, it doesn't really belong in the Oh Dear God Why category. It just got so panned because people hated it, because most people didn't realize that it really wasn't meant to be a single player game at all. But the mechanics in it were really good. The instant parkour, the idea of cooperative squad base. I mean, it's kind of like Overwatch and TF2, where you have two teams, similar kinds of people, different skill sets, going against each other to further a story. And it actually wasn't bad. It just wasn't great. And that, unfortunately, kind of caused it to meet its fate. I actually still have one of the patches from the game on my patch shirt. It came in a press kit that we received. So, I've still got some demos on here of stuff to play, like the Mass Builder demo, the System Shock demo, which I did get my backer copy of the demo. Games that I probably won't play that often, if at all, are stuff like the Battle Royale games. I have PUBG. Not a huge PUBG fan. Mostly because I suck, but partly because one of the reasons why I've switched to something like Escape from Tarkov is, other than learning how to play better, you start over every time you go into a match. There's no persistence. You really can't even guarantee that you'll get a weapon that you're good with. Where at least with Escape from Tarkov, you can actually start building up a skill set and skills around particular weapons and equipment. Cooperative games are those that you can play with or against each other. Frozen Synapse is one of those. Off-World Trading Company, which is one I actually need to play at some point. Oh, I know. The dynamic collections on Steam, I'm going to have to probably go through and fix that. That's not really meant as a cooperative game. Although I guess, well, you know, actually, now that I think about it, I guess it is cooperative. And, oh, hey, there's my headset. I wondered where my Bluetooth headset was. Whoops.
Yeah, you should totally get back into your games then.
Anyways. So, I guess it's, since you can do squads and stuff in PUBG, I guess that makes sense. Same with Team Fortress 2. So I guess it isn't as crazy as I thought it was. When it gets into the different backgrounds and settings, of course I have stuff like cyberpunk, sci-fi, fantasy. And actually my sci-fi, or my cyberpunk game collection's been getting pretty good. In terms of just the number of games. I've got visual, and so this by background and setting crosses all the different genres like RPG, strategy, visual novel, point and click, etc. So I have stuff like Crosscode, Deus Ex Human Revolution. So even though that's in my, I won't play again because it's the old version, it's still on this list because it is a cyberpunk game. And so far it's interesting. So if we look here, these are all the different categories that I have. Favorites, Battle Royale, Cooperative, Cyberpunk, Demos, Development Ceased, Free-to-Play MMO, Fantasy, Game Creation Toolkits, Gifts and Free Games. Yeah, to make a game. Investigate. These are ones I'm looking at for streaming that I haven't decided. I'm going to play those probably offline for a little bit to, if I can, to see if they're worth streaming, or I may throw them up for, you know, an hour or two, like how Ezekiel III does his Indie Sundays, to see if it's something worth streaming. The Oh Dear God Why, old versions, probably won't play again. Puzzles, real-time strategy, RPG, sci-fi games, squad-based shooters, steampunk, which I actually do have a few of those, strategy games, which is all-encompassing of the strategy games. Because I have two subgenres. Streaming titles, these are ones I know I can stream and would stream. The tools that I have, turn-based strategy, and visual novels. So, in fact, going into steampunk. Let's see. No, steampunk.
Oh.
So let's see. Store page. What is this game? Turn-based strategy at its finest. Okay. Let's see. I know I've got at least one or two steampunk ones in here. Slay the Spire, I think, counts as steampunk, if I remember correctly. Not huge steampunk, but it is steampunk nonetheless. It was a small victory, but a victory nonetheless.
What did the Spire ever do to you? Why are you slaying it?
That's that card game one that Frag and Zeke like to play.
Uh-huh. Got it.
Yeah.
Welcome back. So,
let's see.
I'm not really sure where I need to go. By the way, backseat gaming is allowed.
Just no story spoilers.
Just no story spoilers, exactly. I'm gonna go into this, because there's a dragon there.
Let's see.
Gavin. Okay.
It's funny, I know I actually have got... Oh, Steam Marines, there's one. Steampunk. Torchlight's definitely steampunk. Oh dear God, Torchlight is steampunk.
PlayStation 3. I eventually want to get one of the third-party ones in yellow. Why is
Ring, 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 banana controller.
Exactly. Yeah, if you use the SCP toolkit, it lets you basically
Sci-Fi games.
link your controller.
Investigate.
There's a guide on it.
Steampunk and
I had downloaded it at one point. I could never get it to work, and then I found out why.
Create a new collection. Harvest Moon.
Also, there's another one that's called like Control Enjoy or something like that. I used it for a while, but honestly, they've gotten a lot of like viruses on it and stuff.
Oh, what's that?
Oh, the you need a key for the chest. Ah, okay. The Joy, Motion Joy, Control Enjoy, whatever it's called.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So,
Well, you shouldn't need that for Windows with because we need to get the Bluetooth dongle, but if you use a USB cable to plug it up to your computer, you shouldn't need it.
Yeah. Well, back before I knew how to do that, I used the Motion Joy because it was just
Yeah.
1-2 clicks, and then their site got hacked, and like people were complaining about like all the viruses that they were getting from it.
Yeah, no, I can understand that. Where is... It's weird.
Alright. Press X. I will next time I
know
go to
I
another world.
picked up... okay, you know what? Let's do this in... Here we go. All games.
Now, is there a way that I will know if I've like beaten an area so I don't wind up going back to it accidentally? Like, does that change color or like what?
Okay, let's see. Oh, that's right. I didn't do point and click adventure games.
91%. Oh, because that area that needed the key. Got it. Okay. That's good to know.
Okay.
Okay, well let's go to the next world then.
Broken Age, point and click.
Dark Hollow.
Let's see.
Alright, X.
Alright, so create a new... Now hold off on that for now. Let's see. Cogs is definitely steampunk.
You can be Kato.
Let's see. Do not feed the monkeys, dungeon defenders, the dwarves, duskers, the space, fallen enchantress.
Okay, yeah, that's what I need a key for.
Gremlins versus automatons is definitely steampunk. Same with Gremlins Incorporated.
Jerk.
Let's see.
Albane.
Let's see. Honestly, I think Magica counts as steampunk.
You were just turned into a statue.
Okay. Alrighty.
A statue like 2 seconds before I rescued you.
Let's see.
They were bothering you.
Pillars of Eternity. I think I'm probably gonna have to restart Prey. Okay, gotta have that one in there. Skyborn, here we go.
Come on, baby, light my fire.
Let's see.
Oh! Ow! You jerk! Barbecue all of you now. You die, and you know what? You die.
It's amusing hearing the partner.
Smash me with a hammer.
attempting to kill things.
Darius. To be or not to be? Oh my god, totally a Shakespeare reference. Oh, I don't want to return home yet.
Alright.
I have a big nasty I gotta defeat with my flame.
Now, one of the cool things that I really like, that I found recently, and I found this because Co started using it. I've been a big GOG fan for a very, very long time. And so when the GOG beta came out, I was so excited to get to actually use it, because now this actually will keep everything in one place.
Pardon me for just 1 second, folks.
Alright, let's see if... So they haven't integrated that yet. It's a shame, because the only thing I can't sync into GOG 2.0 right now is Steam. Or not Steam, Twitch. I cannot do Twitch right now, which is unfortunate. It would be nice if I could. Just because that way I can, again, keep full track of all my games. I have an online list I keep otherwise. But it's like I have a lot of games across all my platforms. And so if we filter... so it's like platform PlayStation. So I can see all the games that I've listed as having or that are installed on my, or this thing is tracked that I played on PlayStation. I've got more than this installed, and I am really still loving Death Stranding.
Dude, Death Stranding is amazing. Has Norman Reedus eaten the fetus?
Not as of yet.
Hashtag spoiler. Yeah. Hashtag Norman Reedus eats the fetus and got diabetes when he eats the fetus.
Yes. That was painful, but I'm glad you made it through that. So, again, I've got more games here. Cuphead, Dead Cells. The Xbox Game Pass, guys, if you have not signed up for it, I highly, highly recommend it. Because, oh my god, you get so many games with it. It's awesome.
If you get super duper stuck, you can enable a map. Okay.
And so I've got, so this lists all of my GOG games, Xbox, Epic, Origin, Steam, PlayStation, and the Bethesda launcher. Because I'm a masochist. But yeah, so aside from Twitch, I've got 381 digital games that this recognizes. And I just picked up Dying Light this evening. So somebody that I know, really good guy, is writing the story for Dying Light 2. So I want to play through the first one before the second one comes out, because I know I'm going to get it. But Twitch every month, which actually I haven't checked to see what the new games are today. So let's take a look and see what games are out today.
Reminds me of a couple guys I've dated in the past.
Whoa. Why is that so blurry? Let's go to view the Twitch Prime Loot page.
There's my friend. Hello, friend. Husband. Hello, friend.
It's so weird. Doesn't look like that on this, but it did on this computer. It's so weird. Doesn't look like that on this, but weird. Anyways, so let's see what games they have put out for today.
I don't want to know a secret.
Doesn't look like they've put out any new ones yet.
Ooh, key. Oh no.
Okay. So, yeah. Alright. Let's see. So, yeah, they haven't put out any new ones yet. I do love the fact that you get so much really cool stuff with Twitch Prime that, so if you've got Amazon and you've got Twitch, Amazon Prime and Twitch, there's no reason you shouldn't merge the two. Even if you don't want to, you know, support your streamer with the free sub you get every month.
Wait, you get a free sub?
You get a free sub.
Huh.
And
What sub